Hey YouTube, this is Dave Sharman. Hope you're well. This is a quick video on my blue and white Jackson Soloist custom. Now just a couple of points before we get started. A lot of people seem to confuse soloists with dinkies. At least as far as I'm concerned, people kind of ask, do you play dinkies? So the simple answer is no. The main difference between a soloist and a dinky, as far as I'm aware, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, the soloist has a through neck construction, whereas a dinky has a bolt-on neck. So having made that point, I'm sure you'll agree it doesn't take too much of a stable genius to conclude that if this guitar has a through neck, and indeed a through neck is a soloist, by definition this would be a soloist. Now the actual neck is it's a 2-octave ebony fingerboard, so that's a pretty standard kind of fare for Jackson guitars. Shark fin inlays, the neck is bound and that extends right to the headstock. We've got the traditional Jackson logo in pearl and standard tuning pegs. Now the rest of the guitar, as far as electronics are concerned, so we've got a couple of humbuckers, and these are DiMarzio Super Distortions, and I've been using DiMarzio for quite a while now. We've got a volume, tone, and a 3-way toggle switch. Now the actual bridge, this is a Floyd Rose. Some of you may have noticed, there again may not have noticed, on my other video where I kind of go over the specs on my red and white Jackson, that has a Kahler tremolo system. Now this and that guitar were made at the same time. They were both made in Ontario, California, factory over there, and my thought processes at the time were just to kind of cover both camps as far as the trem is concerned. There are sort of people who prefer Kahlers and some people who prefer Floyd Roses, various schools of thought in terms of pros and cons. They're both pretty decent. Now this particular example, the bar, as you can see, is not sitting on the actual bridge with any stability, and I've tried a few things, but it's a little bit screwed, so I think I need professional help in more ways than one. Okay, and as far as the actual finish is concerned, this is my signature checkerboard, and you can see it's blue and white, unless you're viewing this in black and white, and you're probably from the 1950s. The body is an arch top. Now an arch top is basically self-explanatory. The body arches in the center, there's a little bit more wood, and then it kind of dips down as we reach the sides of the actual body. The whole point of an arch top is that it's supposed to give you a little bit more sustain and resonance. This guitar is certainly louder than the others when it's not plugged in. As soon as I amplify it, I can't really tell a lot of difference between this and, say, a flat top. If I ever sort of analyze or sit down and try and, see if there is any real difference between the sound of an arch top and a flat top, please do call the relevant authorities. Okay, so we'll flip this over and let's get a butcher's hook or take a look at the back. Okay, so this is the back, and as you can see, it's fully checkerboarded down the back of the body, and this extends all the way up the back of the neck until we reach the back of the headstock. And over here we've got some kind of device for holding Allen keys, which are at present nowhere to be found. But if I find them, then obviously that's the device for them. Going back to the back of the body, we've got the brushed steel backplates and the Jackson neck heel, which is perfectly designed for all those individuals who like to shred at the top end of the neck, present company accepted. So this is it. Please do subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you want to see this bad boy in action, let's get to it, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.